with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am live with Yoshino and Stevenson. Okay. Now, what?
He's going to say the same thing about my last fight. My last fight was a pile of dog snot as well. So we'll go for a second.
Let's ask him. Teofimo, was Josh's fight against Jack Catterall, is that indicative of who he is, or was it an aberration?
It don't matter, man. To be honest, it don't matter. You know, who he fought with Jack Catterall, who's southpaw. You know, I'm orthodox, so I'm looking forward to putting on a show. You know, like I always do. Put him in front of me and I'll beat him. I don't need to see much more.
All right, listen, you called him the B word on Twitter. Okay, that's
Uh-oh.
what we'll do today.
Trash talk, people. Let's listen in.
Nah, man, I'm the best. Hey, like I say, man, I want the best and I fight the best all the time. I don't duck and dodge nobody, and I think Josh Taylor definitely knows that. So, looking forward to this fight. Hey, and I just want to ask Taylor, shouldn't this fight be in the Mecca, not the theater?
I think it should be in the big one, yeah. Absolutely.
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 I'm glad.
I think we'll sell out because you're going to talk some, I'm going to talk some. And you never had the kahunas to come here tonight and face me. I've travelled all halfway across. You never be man enough to come and face me to say hello. Just how you're going to get.
It starts.
You have to wait until I see you.
Josh, last time we spoke, you called him a brass neck. I had to look that up.
Yeah.
But also, you said to me, when we were together, hey, I really don't want to talk about him. And I got the feeling it was personal, was it?
No, it's never personal. It's never personal. It's business. This is a fight game. He's a good fighter. He's been talking a whole lot of smack about me for a couple of years. And now, you know, you've got to be careful what you wish for. He's now got it, so now he's now going to get to do it in there.
What's the best thing Teofimo Lopez does?
He's very good at what he does. He's very good at what he does, but I see a lot of holes in his game, so I'm going to expose it as well.
Teofimo, what's the best thing Josh Taylor does?
Nothing.
Nothing. Six of the few guys in a row. What?
He never fought Teofimo.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Can't wait to see
Hey, by the way,
Can't wait to see
listen,
it.
I'll tell you like this, man. I don't need to go to New Jersey. I got everybody coming over here. I'm at the UFC 287. I'm promoting our fight. Don't worry, I'm taking it.
Oh, good.
I'm taking it to another level. Don't worry.
Don't worry, sweetheart.
Hey, I'm glad you're sweetheart here. I'm listening to
Sounded like John Cole. I'm going to kill you, sweetheart.
that. Do you all have something to prove? Josh?
Always, hey, always. We always have something to prove, and that's why we're making this fight happen. I'm glad that he took the fight, and you know, we're ready to put on a show in New York. I believe in the Mecca. That's where it needs to be. The Ring Magazine, the 100th year this year, the fight of the century. That's what it is right here on the line. Don't tell me it's just a WBO ring match. Don't tell me it's just a WBO world title. It's also the Ring Magazine. Put that on the line.
What are the holes?
So, it has just been announced, people, that Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez have officially made it happen June 10th, 10 o'clock on ESPN for the WBO and the Ring Magazine. So, I'm hyped about the fight because we have to take an account of the fights that actually happened, because with all the trash talk, with all the showsmanship, with all the business negotiations and all this, that, and the other, these guys, each and every guy that steps in the ring puts their life on the line for our entertainment. Okay? So we have to take that into account, and we must salute them for doing so. Okay? Now, Teofimo Lopez, we know that the fight that he had last, a lot of people don't agree that he won. Same thing goes for Josh Taylor with Catterall. Okay, so they're both in the same boat. They're both on the shit list, but they're both premier fighters. The only difference is Josh Taylor officially has not been defeated. Okay, and they both one was unified and the other one was undisputed. There's two different things there. Teofimo was unified. Josh Taylor was undisputed. That's two different things, okay? He didn't have the last WBC belt. They called the WBE, the email, or whatever. So it is what it is. Deshaun coming in with that first half a duh. Appreciate you, brother. He says, little something for the ticket stub. Salute, Kurt. CPN in the building. Appreciate the love. More to come. Let's drink some rum. Bars. Rod, glad you made it. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Anthony Evelyn, let's go. Deshaun, salute Kurt, CPN, and boxing fans. Great evening for boxing. Absolutely. And as I speak, we have the pimp, Big Baby, Jared Anderson, right? And he's coming up with a Dominican fighter, which is undefeated. Okay, so this should be interesting. Will Jared Anderson go in and just go balls to the wall like he did with his last opponent? What was it? What was his last opponent? Was it Jeff Harper? Not Jeff Harper. Was it Jeff Harper? I think it was Jeff Harper. No, not Curtis Harper. One of those cats, right? Journeyman guy. He came in and beat him. I will remember his name. No, Jerry Forrest. That's his name. There you go. So Jerry Forrest, he was wiped out by Jared Anderson. This is an undefeated guy. We got 2 undefeated guys in the ring. So let's see them do their thing. Bars. Let's see what else we got. Thunder's production in here. Nothing. LOL. Yeah, he's talking about Teofimo Lopez. Anthony Evelyn. Should AJ fight Joyce? Absolutely. Andrea Robert. Greetings, Kurt. Good fight. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to both fights. This is the co-main event. Jared Anderson taking on George Arias. Right? Good fight. Respect to both. Absolutely. And I know you're talking about Lopez and Taylor. Philly in the building at the Stevenson fight right now. It's lit. Nice, buddy. Nice to see we going live and listening inside because this is what it's about. Appreciate you guys' support. That's right. Let's see. Let's get tight. There. What is the So we got George the Gentleman. Hey, it's George the Gent. Psycho Crusher, what's up, brother? Salute to you. Girdles, what's up, brother? I'm waiting for them burgers, baby. I'm waiting for them burgers. I'm in Austin, so things were kind of, I'll talk to you about it. People, please, let's take a moment of silence. A moment of silence for one of my BMWs. Black Mamba, RIP, ran hot. I don't think it'll run again. All right, thank you guys. But yeah, it hurt me deeply. Like guys, please, absolutely. Good fan. We turned in and turned up. Absolutely. Big Baby Anderson. Let's go. Anthony, the Big Baby. No, yeah, I know, bro. It's gone, bro. It's gone. I got a white one though. I got a 525. But the 530i, it's not good. It don't. No, bro. I love that car, bro. I love it. But, I put a lot of money into it too. But, a lot of times. But I'm getting another car. I might get I don't know. I don't know yet. But something that I know everybody fucking can work on. I need a daily. Because I got all these performance cars. I need a daily car. So that's what I'm working on. So the last couple days, besides dropping vids, I've been spending most of my days looking for a job. And here we go, round one. Okay. Arias, he's using the ring. Big Baby Miller, he's stepping back saying, like, what you gonna do? You moving around. What you doing? You're doing the Cuban cat and mouse style. I don't think you were Cubano. I thought you were Dominicano. Dominicanos come in and get it. Dominicanos is what they call Ramon. Let's go. Good jab by Jared Anderson. Big Baby. Kurt Ray swap his car. Stop. Oh, good jab by Jared. He comes in with that jab. All tatted up. Is that a tombstone on his chest? Good head movement by Arias. Okay. He misses with the hook. The gent. Big Baby goes to the body. Good jab to the body. Another good jab to the body by Big Baby. Good jab upstairs by Jared Anderson. Touch him as he leaves, as he's trying to leave the premises. He gets him again. He gets him with 2 more jabs to the gut. Jab upstairs. And in what I see thus far, George is reluctant. Maybe he's trying. Good jab from Jared Anderson. Good jab. See, Jared Anderson's taller. He can just jab him. See, George needs to come in and impose himself. He has this like Mike Tyson-esque like body, and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. See, Jared's just jabbing upstairs, jabbing to the body, jabbing upstairs, jab to the body. He finally rips a left hook in the right hand. It's partially blocked by the gent. It's the gent, right? The gentleman. Oh, good right. George, okay, Arias comes in with a hook, but he doesn't connect. But he bounced off the ropes. It would have worked because I know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's trying to do something like a Muhammad Ali. He does look like Muhammad Ali's youngest son. I'm not talking about me. You know, the short, chubby one. I'm not short and chubby. I'm more like, you know, Muhammad or Cassius. You know what I mean? Jab misses. Good head movement still from George. He's moving that head. Good pedigree. Good defense. Jab downstairs from George, the gent. Good jab from Big Baby. Oh, good jab from Big Baby upstairs. Good jab, double jab, triple jab from Big Baby. Another jab from Big Baby. Baby fighting tall. Yeah, he's keeping them long. Bap, 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 bap. Nice. And see, George is not, oh, he comes in with a right. He comes in with a right. Look, you can tell Jared Anderson is waiting to come in. But see, here's the thing. He's smart. Good thing what Jared's doing. Because see, if Jared came in ripping shots like this was Jerry Forrest, you're dealing with a shorter guy that's waiting to counter. Because a couple times he's tried to counter with a hook. He's come up short. But we don't know if this guy has power. But then you're bringing yourself down to his level by coming in, throwing these shots, okay? Damn, man, sorry to hear of the Beamer. That's an expensive loss. You damn right. Dude tells me, right, that it's a water pump along with hoses, all right? So he says, well, since it ran hot, we're not going to really know if it ran hot until we do the other shit. But the other shit's going to cost you $2,000. You're like, wait a minute. You can't check the fucking engine until you find out that you know, I don't know. I just question. I'm objective because you got to be. You know, and I heard like that's bullshit. I heard that they can check the engine and see what kind of condition it is. Check the heads at that point before doing all that other shit. It would make more sense if they could, and if they can't, that's extra shitty with a couple dingleberries on top, you know. But you know, again, you know, I mean, so I could junk it, but then if it's nothing wrong with the engine, which it's a skull and dog. I love that car. It gets up, it does what I want to do. But again, it's performance. It's not a daily. And I think I was using it as a daily too much, even though buying another car, you know, because I got a white one and a black one over here. You know what I mean? So I always wanted a white 525, and I actually found one and I bought one, you know, because I love those type of cars. And see, Jared's smart, though. He comes in, he jabs, and he lands 3 jabs on George. But see, he knows George is a hooker. You don't want to see Jared Anderson. That shit he pulled with Jerry Forrest, he's not doing with George. You know why? Because George could probably hurt him. And he catches him with a left hook. That's that type of shit. And look, Big Baby got to be careful because his mouth, he's like a Jaime Munguia with that. You know, you like, and they get accustomed to breathing like that. And they shouldn't do that. See, George, he's doing this Muhammad Ali, you know, walk around the block type style. But, you know, he's not doing anything. He's not working the body. He's trying to counter with left hooks. He eats another jab to the face like a Big Mac. He eats another jab to the face. Oh, now he gets in a jab. He decides to jab. Big Baby Miller catches him with a couple kidney shots. Like, yeah, 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 you know? And see, here's the thing, though. Jared knows he has to be careful because this guy, all he has to do is not get too close, but get mid-range and then come with a left hook. But he needs to throw those left hooks to the body. You can tell it's inexperience. He's just eating jabs. He's eating these jabs like little Whopper Juniors. He's eating them. And it's stupid. See, he's trying to do he's like David Tua. He's trying to throw these wide hooks, right? He's trying to throw these wide hooks. And these hooks, and look, I'm not, good right, but he misses. See, this is almost like, you guys seen the last Derek Chisora, Tyson Fury fight? This is exactly like that. George is not in position to throw the shots that he's throwing. Thus, good left hook from Big Baby. Thus, he's just eating punches, and he's coming in with left hooks. And I'm thinking, okay, good body punch, Good left uppercut from Big Baby. But Big Baby, he's pacing himself. He's controlling himself as well, which is great. Ooh, good right uppercut from George. He needs to rip shots to the body. Now, see, if George went to the body and you know what? I think a lot of these Dominican fighters know, like, I'm not trying to be, racially indifferent, but I think a lot of them would be better off if they had Mexican trainers that teach them, like, look, go to the body, work the body, good right uppercut from. See, now Big Baby is coming in because now he sees, hey, I've worked the body enough. I've took enough out of the tires of this kid, and he's slowing down. He's not throwing these left hooks or these overhand rights like he was earlier. And then since I'm going to the body, I'm taking the stank out of him. I'm taking the power out of him. So this is what I see. But if George Arias would just come in, jab to the body, slip up under those jabs, because see, Big Baby's he's just picking them apart. He's just sticking them. He's going to the body. He's sticking them. And when he gets closer, he throws one upstairs, or he throws to the body, or he throws in, or he throws with a left hook. He'll get you a little check left hook in. See, that's what he's doing. But what he's not doing is, that's why I've given him credit. He's not coming in with these huge punches like, yeah. He's not doing all that because he knows he tries to do that shit with this cat, he might end up on his back. Bars. That's what may happen. Yeah, he felt his power. Yeah. Big Baby tall. Yeah. Because he knows. This big dude, look at his chest. He a barrel chest boy. Leroy Smith, fix it yourself. Yeah, I wish I could, pal. Oh, I would. Matter of fact, I would help someone that knew how to fix it. You know what I mean? What do you need me to do? I'll do all the work if you show me. I will do that shit to a T. It'll take me, I don't care, weeks. Big Baby looks like an oil me up contest. Yeah, he is, didn't he? See, and George, I don't know anything about this kid. Now he's going to the body. I hope he's hearing me. Go to the body, bro. Jared's giving Buddy the business. He turning out everything. Hit the like, guys. Absolutely. Hit that like button. Because but this guy, look how he's built. He's built like a fucking like a linebacker. And I think if he hits Big Baby, he has pretty good size and speed, and he has the talent. But then his chin, I don't think, and then the way I see, he's going to have to learn. See that shit there, that left hook, him throwing too close to this shorter kid, he may end up on his back. He just has to be put in the right position. He's not holding his fucking jaw right. He reminds me of Victor Ortiz, Jaime Munguia, those guys that like to fight with their mouth open. They're going to have to learn, and a lot of times they get caught with a shot they don't see. That's the shot. And then if your mouth is like, how will your mouthpiece protect you if your mouth is wide open? And that's why a lot of people's mouthpiece gets knocked out, because either they're keeping it open, bad habits, trying to breathe. That's why it's open. And then he get hit in the mouth and then it flies out. It's not the fact that, oh man, he just got hit so hard. No, his mouth is open, so he gets hit in the mouth and it flies out. He gets caught with a left or a right or a side punching, out comes the mouthpiece. What's a miraculous thing to see is somebody, with a jab and it flies out. Open mouth equals loose jaw. Absolutely. See, now Big Baby's going to the body, and look, and he's covering up where he should be fighting. This is where he needs to be. Now he's holding. It's almost over. Now he gives him the elbow. I never liked that ref, to be fair, because that ref is not he's not like, he's one of those referees that look like offensively only. See, Big Baby's getting the best of this guy, but he overlooks the fucking elbow he planted in his throat. See, I don't like that. And it's almost like these guys get tunnel vision. Go to the body, dude. What are you doing? Yeah, this kid, he's stepping up. Now his eyes bothering him. He hasn't been in this situation to swell. Right, left hook. Oh, right uppercut. Yeah, he's getting fucking picked apart. He's getting picked apart. Yeah, he's this bow-legged motherfucker should have just started playing football. Sorry. He should have just been a football player, because he's not listening. I don't know who the hell this trainer is, but offensively, Yeah, his left eyelid is cut. They're gonna stop this shit. Let's see. Let's see what they're saying.
He's cut on the eye.
Coach Lee. Yeah, he should throw leather. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. That's it. They stopped it. But see, this guy though, I think he clammed up. Big Baby Miller did exactly what he's supposed to do. He fought tall. He followed a game plan, as you can see. He didn't come in like his nuts were hanging on the floor. He came in with some sense. He came in like, look, this guy's shorter than me. I don't know what he's packing, and I'm not going to find out. And it's good. Big Baby versus Wilder. No, not yet. But see, here's the thing. I'm interested in seeing Big Baby by this point fight someone like Frank Sanchez. I think it's time because remember last year, Frank was saying, hey, you may not be ready now, but whenever you're ready, I'll be ready. Let's see that shit. That'll be the fight, bro. And I think that'll be a very good fight because they're very technically sound. They're very good fighters. Big Baby's quick. He's confident. But he's calm in there. I like how he was poised against this guy. But then this guy, honestly, is stepping way the fuck up. You know what I mean? So he wasn't really ready for whatever came. See, this guy, look, his fucking arm was flailing behind his back, bro. He wasn't ready. They stopped that at the right time because he would have just got his ass beat more. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's walking real bow-legged like he just got taken advantage of in cell block 4. You know what I mean? Yeah, Big Baby, yeah, he was teeing off on that. Oh, yeah, he stumbled and he tried to do some kind of stupid dance. And he starts smiling. Yeah. He's getting his ass beat. Like 5 unanswered shots. Yeah, and then he tried to come back. Eyelid all busted open. And you know something? That happened all in that exchange. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was like the 4 punches. And one of those shots split his eyelid open. That left eyelid right there. And that would have been worse. That would have been looking like some Vitaly Klitschko stuff. I told you that a while ago, Sanchez versus Skinny Frank would be a goodie. Eyelids cut, career over for that type of fight style. Well, he needs to worry. See, he needs to lose about 10 pounds because he got tired. You can tell he got tired quick throwing punches. Now, I understand when you throw shots, they take a lot of energy out of you because it's almost like throwing energy to the wind. When you're throwing a shot and it misses, that's what it's like, people. And he did a lot of that because Jared, body, and he did a lot of movement. And I think that movement he felt was supposed to throw Jared off. Jared's like, dude, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. I want you to move and dance around me so you can be farther enough away from me, but I'm not farther enough away from you to miss you with this punch. So he's seen him, okay, center across the center line, cross 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 the boop, body, boop, bop. That's it. See, that type of stuff. Let's hear what Big Baby has to say.
Wins, had 7 wins against undefeated opponents. How'd you make it look so easy?
I'm different. I'm nice. I'm the best heavyweight in the world. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You hear me? Hey, I made that look easy, man, because he made me helped me make it look easy. He wasn't throwing punches for real.
True.
Kept my defense right. My jab was on point, so it was an easy night.
Southpaw. We hadn't seen you stick to southpaw for that. We don't get to see much of you anyway.
But keep in mind, people, about Big Baby.
I'm aggressive when I'm southpaw. I feel like I hit a little bit harder because I'm naturally left-handed southpaw. So it worked. It stuck.
about what you want next. This was supposed to be a
Uh-oh. Call out. Call out, people.
What's next for the big baby?
Call out. Frank Sanchez.
Top names, those top contenders. Everybody who keep calling people out, put my name in the list now. I'm not ducking, I'm not running, and you don't catch this smoke.
All right, Jared.
Okay, that was semi-weak. That was too general. He should specifically start calling people out at this point. Now, to be fair, the guy that he fought stepped way up in competition, and he only had 7 fights, 7 wins. Now he has 1 loss. Now he goes back to learn what he has to learn to prevail in his career. Maybe they pushed him too far. Maybe he wasn't ready for a fight like that. I don't think he was anyway. Look at that fight. You know what I mean? We got Stevenson. We have Terrence Crawford. You know, remember him, one of the other best fighters in the world. Right? But no, Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller should be named because, see, at some point, Big Baby Miller, Big Baby Anderson, they're going to have to see each other because, see, Miller is young enough to cross paths effectively with Anderson. Why? Because Miller's over 33 years old. I don't know how old Anderson is. How old is Anderson? You guys know? Arizism, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you as Sebastian Fonfora fighting tonight. No. Sebastian Fonfora fights on PBC. Brandon Lee about to fight on Showtime. Yo, Brandon Lee knocked a guy spark out. I told you that a while ago, Sanchez versus Skinny Frank. He's still in his early 20s. That's good. He looks like a young cat. You know what I mean? Yeah, he should have called out somebody specific, though. You know, me counterpunching Jared Big Baby Anderson, he's supposed to call out somebody specific. And I think the faster you learn and the faster you progress, the faster you make the money versus the faster, you know, you're known. And he needs to turn it out. This is the world and the age of social media simply because, you know, you can start calling people out at whoever the hell and make something buzz. All it takes is someone to retweet it, and all this stuff, right? So there you go. And keep in mind, people, I don't want you to forget something very important. Jared Anderson was the sparring partner of Tyson Fury and gave Tyson Fury the business. In fact, I think Jared Anderson was the reason why Tyson Fury faked that fake COVID ass shit he proclaimed he had. You guys remember that? That fight's supposed to have been on July 24th. Me and my friend, God bless the dead, Pro B's, we were going to send our people out to Las Vegas for the preliminaries and all that stuff, for all the footage. We had our guys intact. You know, we had them in room. I wasn't going to go because I was going to do it live. He was going to stay in the UK. Bars. We were going to do it remotely from here because, you know, we have a platform, let's face it. But we had people going out. Well, Tyson got his ass whooped so much, people. Shout out to King Mike Hall in the building. Man, I didn't even know you sent me a request, man. I just seen that like last night or something like that. So, but anyway, you're on and popping now. But like he got whooped so much that he postponed that damn fight. Said everybody had COVID. He said that Joseph Parker had COVID, and like Joseph Parker the day before was the day after was in a fucking crowd of people eating popcorn or drinking a beer or whatever the fuck he was doing. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. He's supposed to caught COVID first. So if he's supposed to caught COVID first, why is he around all these fucking people without a mask and all that shit? Even if he had a mask on, you're supposed to be in quarantine, my guy. This is 2021. Remember, that happened in 2021. 2022, that's when kind of COVID started getting weaker. The strands started getting weaker, right? So why in the fucking 2021 when people are still sick, and if you got weak immune systems or you're older or you have some type of whatever, they say, you're dying. So why in the fuck was Joseph Parker the first guy to get tested or claimed to be tested positive for COVID? Why is he in a crowd of people? So you knew that was bullshit. We knew that Tyson Fury was talking a bunch of bullshit. It all was bullshit. It all was lies. What happened, that guy that got just finished fighting beat Tyson Fury up. Because you seen his face, he was marked up. And Tyson Fury even said this, oh, he's going to be a champion one day, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. You know why he said that? Because he knew Jared Anderson fighting on both stance like Terrence Crawford, fighting, orthodox and southpaw, beat his ass in sparring, showed him the business, showed him a strong, hungry, youthful fighter, and made him recover some. Because he wasn't going to go in there in a Wilder fight all banged up because he got beat up. You get beat up in sparring, that shows a lot. Look at AJ back in 19. He got that ass taxed too. But but they didn't postpone it because they're too proud. That's what happened. Tyson Fury was smarter. Tyson Fury was like, I got my ass beat, and guess what? I'm not going to go in there and fight Wilder. What could I do? That's right, motherfuckers, everybody got COVID now. Then I'm going to go to the UK. You know what I mean? Stevenson versus live ESPN. Okay, yeah, stop spamming me. Thank you. Thank you, Psycho Crusher. That shit gets on my nerves. Like, do it once. Like, don't do it 150 fucking times. I mean, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But, yeah, that man, Jared Anderson, is the reason why they postponed that fight. But also, I look at shit a little deeper because Pro B's didn't even make the Alexander Usyk versus Joshua fight. He died a day before that. If you guys know Pep Talk UK, Pep Talk 2K Pro B's, he was the main moderator for that fight, for that channel, and he got sick. I don't know if he had a heart attack. I don't know. I heard he just took a vaccine shot and he got sick after that, and he died. He's dead. But then again, see, Tyson Fury got beat up so much, he missed that because that fight came after. It was the 25th, I think, of September when Usyk beat Joshua the first time. Then October 9th, okay? Then October 9th rolls around, and, of course, Wilder gets knocked out by Tyson Fury round 11. Okay, so it's smart, though. Fight closer to 100% and make a better fight. Absolutely. No, Look, Tyson Fury in his instincts are better than Joshua's. No fucking doubt about it. If we had an instinct test, Tyson Fury beats Joshua 10 times out of 10. Why? Because Tyson Fury don't give a fuck who cares about what he does. Tyson is going to look at the man in the mirror. That's why he's still undefeated to this day. You think he was going to fight Usyk now? No, he's not going to fight Usyk now. He might fight Usyk in December. That's if Usyk wins and beats Dubois. Then he'll probably have to fight whatchamacallit or whatever, Filip Hrgovic or whoever. But he was smart because he knew he wasn't fucking ready. Yes, he lied, he bullshitted, he Machiavellied his way through it, but he did not take the fight because he wasn't ready. He did not want to fight Wilder July 24th of 2021 because he wasn't ready. He got in there, they hired the wrong sparring partner. Hey, honestly, they hired the wrong big baby. To be fair, because, he's supposed to drop Big Baby Miller like 7 times and send him packing, if you guys can remember. Okay. But this time he got Big Baby Anderson in there. And Big Baby Anderson, I can understand. He's tall, slender, quicker. Actually, I think he's faster than Wilder because Wilder gained a lot of weight and he was actually slower. That's why he was more successful, Tyson Fury, in the third fight, I feel. But they needed someone tall, slender like that to, mimic what Wilder does is jab, right hand, jab, right hand, jab to the body. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the formation of his attack that Wilder's going to do. I think that Jared just showed him, hey, let me show you how good I am. And he showed him. There you go. So Jared Anderson still kicking ass, good win, but I think he, at his time, like he's done that. He's the best fighter in the world. You now have to start making a fucking hit list. Jared Anderson has to make a hit list now. He can't fuck around and be about, oh, they know me. They're going to come see me. I want all the smoke. I'm the best. No, no, no. Stop that Jamal Charlo bullshit. That's a Jamal Charlo move. Everybody, they know they can get it. They know who they are. No, fuck that. You call out somebody that you know that you want to fight. If your career consists of you kicking ass, you know whose ass you want to kick. Counterpunch. That's just, that's just common knowledge. So at the end of the day, he should have a hit list. I want Frank Sanchez. I want Effie Ajagba. I want Big Baby because I'm the real fucking Big Baby. And I don't care which order they come in. I want them 3 because they're all right here in the States, right? Okay, that's what he should be doing, not what he did. Okay, but good fight though. Do you think Shakur will stop him in round 10? I don't know. I don't know anything too much about Yoshino. He looks kind of tall, so we'll see. We'll see what he does. Stevenson, I think his biggest flaw is he doesn't have power. He has all the skill and the agility and the instincts, but I don't think he has the power in a lot of his exchanges to keep people honest. Like Oscar Valdez, he beat Valdez, but it wasn't his power that beat him. It was his skill and his speed. And I think that's what's going to harm him or going to be his kryptonite once he moves up and he keeps moving up and he keeps moving up. Hey, there's another tattoo. Great. The world of tattoos and inking is full effect. I can respect guys like Floyd, Money Mayweather, Terrence Crawford. Canelo was a pretty clean guy. He just went crazy with tattoos eventually and shit. But, I respect the guys that just, hey, you know what? Fuck those tattoos, man. Because see, if everyone gets a tattoo for me, I don't ever want to do what everybody else does. No disrespect to anybody with a tattoo. Did I think about having one? Sure. Did I have one done? Yeah, I had one done once upon a time, but it wasn't a permanent one. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Okay. I would like to tell you a story. All right, let's delete this shit here. Yeah, tats are yuck. Listen, I was in Rio de Janeiro with my ex-fiance. And we were sitting out on the beach, and henna tattoos are real big there, okay? Like they are in Vegas. I was actually thinking about making a henna tattoo shop. Therefore, you can make a tattoo and then hey, come back in when it wears off. I'll get you something else. You know what I mean? Because it's always dude, I wish I had a scorpion here instead of a spider. You know what I mean? So I thought it was actually going to be profitable, but I don't know how good it would have went. But anyway, this is something that I should have known based on what things that happened to me in my life with getting henna. But it just didn't dawn on me until 2015. I'm in Rio de Janeiro on the beach, and I'm sitting there, and, someone comes by, tatugue, in la playa. They were just chilling and walking. And I was like, yeah. So I got a big Libra sign right here. And I got it, and it was dope. It was nice. I'm just chilling, flossing, and stuff like that. And what ended up happening was, little did I know, I'm allergic to henna. I'm allergic to the shit. And I should have known that a year before that. Because a year before that, I went to my barber, and then, I was starting to lose my hair. And my barber was like, hey, look, dude, how about I give you this henna feeling shit or whatever. And then he used to put it in there because my hair was longer so I could comb it back and all that. And then what he would do, he would put it in there with a brush and then wash it out, but then it's black. So I'm like, oh, cool. So it kind of covers everything. So you think, okay, cool. You don't have to worry about topic and all that other stuff. So I had this interview the day before I went to Brazil. So I got this haircut and got the henna on top. So the next morning, I'm getting ready for this interview. I mean, this huge interview, and it was crazy because I kind of felt damn, my head feels funny. So on the way driving to this place, Tarrant County in Fort Worth, It was like a railroad job. Okay. So this was like, a pretty big deal. And to even get an interview was a big deal. So I got there and I was like, dude, and my head just felt like, dude, do I feel like I feel like my head's swelling. So I went to the bathroom, right? I went to the bathroom and shit. That's why I'm not getting one. All these sad have them. Yeah. So I was like, okay, shit. And it was kind of red. So I got in the interview and these guys, just two older guys, they were just sitting there like, so Kirkland, let me ask you a question. What do you value and why should we hire you about this particular job? So tell us. I'm like, you know me, I'm good at talking to people and shit. But then as I was like, I think I'm a great asset to this company. I just felt something go. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I'm looking at like, yeah, I think that I'm a great asset to this company. And they're like, both of these dudes are like, and then the shit's bubbling. And I was like, oh, oh, fuck. And they were like, sir, you okay? Because like this shit started bubbling. My scalp, bro, started swelling. And then these bubbles from, I guess, the allergic reaction started the shit gyrating. So the shit started bubbling and gyrating right on the spot. I kid you not. And this was one of the most embarrassing things of my fucking life. It's almost like 10 years ago now, but dude, they were like, and I couldn't even think like, yeah, I think I'm the best, and it is like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, this is way past hair plug time. I wouldn't get hair plugs, but this was way before that. This was the time when I was trying to fight it. You know what I mean? And but then what I didn't know at the time was that the barber, the little fucking paint shit was henna. So when I got the tattoo, also henna, it did the same shit. It bubbled the fuck up. And then get this, not only because I kept scratching like, oh, fuck. My girl was like, stop fucking scratching it. You're going to make it worse. So it was like, oh, okay, shit, And like what happened, I'm fucking OCD. So I fucking kept rubbing it because I was thinking like, I need to get this shit off of me. So when I did it, it swole, but it looked like someone branded my ass. So I'm like, well, fuck, I might as well get a tattoo because this shit's nasty. So I had a little brand of where the tattoo was for like 3 weeks to a month. Then I'm thinking, dude, I'm going to look like a fucking Q dog, and it's crazy. Oh God, that's nasty, man, and embarrassing. Yeah. I didn't get the job or didn't get a call. I didn't get anything. Probably got a lot of reviews privately. Did you see that fucking guy's head? It was fucking gyrating. What was he going through? And then it was a trip. It wasn't over. There's more to this shit. So then after that, I started drinking because I'm going to Brazil, right? And I needed that trip because a lot of shit happened. And this was in 2014. So I get on the plane and, dude, I kid you not. Where were we? Were we in Miami? No. We were in Dallas, I think. Yeah, it was in Dallas. So Dallas to Rio is 10 hours and 33 minutes. Who's counting? So what ended up happening, I fell asleep. And I woke up in the middle of the night. We were, I don't know, I don't know where we were, maybe South America by then. Because again, it's 10-hour flight. And I woke up and I just felt something weird back here, And like, I went to the bathroom and it felt like a baseball was back here. Right? Nah, the fight's not started yet, but it's about to start. It's about to start. Age 31 from Yoshino. He's 16-0 with 12 KOs, 25 years of age for Shakur Stevenson, 68 reach. They're both even. 2 inches height for Yoshino. 135 even for Yoshino. 134.4. Okay, the accuracy, the percentage belongs to Shakur Stevenson. So we'll see how this goes. Another 2 undefeated guys. So he's from Tokyo. So, dude, it was a big ass fucking knot back here. It had swole, and I was like, dude, what the fuck am I gonna do? I don't even remember what I did at that point. I think I was just like, oh shit, like, because I know it was just huge, and like, because he put it like, I guess everywhere. Kurt, your head story sounds like gremlins are born. That's what this shit looks like. La, 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 la. That's what it looked like. It looked scary and it looked creepy. And you know what's fucked up? I'm gonna tell you something. It was crazy as hell because when I got to Brazil, my shit was all this was bubbly. Like, you ever seen anybody with psoriasis? Like the shits on their skin or on their forearm and stuff like that. That's what it looked like, but it was in my head. I was like, dude, I'm fucking ruined. I'm come down here for like the most beautiful women in the world. I think I'm gonna hook up with somebody and all this shit. And my head's gyrating like a fucking hot cunt. My brothers was with me, man. It was like scabies. Exactly, Teddy. That's what it looked like. It looked like fucking scabies. That's what it looked like. It was nasty and it itched. It was sticky. That's what happened to me before when I tried to shave my hair with Nair. Yeah, I have a story about that, Psycho Crush. I'm going to leave it to another day. Yoshino's just stepping into the ring. But get this, man. Get this. All right. So I had a brother that was with me. So this motherfucker, you ever had anyone that actually looked at something that was the problem and then you knew they were looking at it? So he was like, instead of looking down here, he was looking up there. Like, dude, stop looking. He was like, yeah. But listen, I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, she came around the corner. He's like, yeah, she came around the corner. He's gyrating. I'm like, stop! Dude, it was bad, bro. It was bad. So yeah. That's some shit, man. So no more henna for me. But it was crazy stuff, man. It was crazy. Never get Kurt wet. Never feed Kurt after midnight. I know, right? Turn into a wolf. Kurt, your head stood. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was crazy trying to find its way out of your system. Yeah, it was. It was leaking. It was vibrating. But here's the funny thing. I met a girl there that I ended up moving to Brazil with that trip. Because then I got sick since my head was exposed. And it was actually, it was wintertime there. And like it was cold and I got sick. Head exposed, cold. I was all, for like a day. I was just, right? And it's a trip. So like we went to this like bar off of Copacabana. It was called The Balcony. If you guys been to Rio de Janeiro, you would know about this club. It's a bar and grill. But it has a lot of chicks hanging around, live music and all this stuff. Good food, great beer and all that stuff. Nice, affordable. I don't know. I don't know much about Yoshino. I don't know much about him at all. I just know he's 16-0 with 12 KOs. So I couldn't tell you. St. Don in the building. Appreciate you staying up for us, man. Winter in Brazil is summer in the States. Yep, that's right. But somewhat. More like winter in the States and summer in Brazil. It's different. Damn nice dark chocolate. So, yeah, I know, right? Shit, I didn't see. Jesus. Damn Top Rank. Where'd she come from? She looks like a fucking cross between Tony Braxton and some chocolate African beauty. But anyway, is the bar near Mia Pataka? I don't know where that's at. I know I'm going to tell you where it's at. It's right beside Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita. If you know where Dolce Vita is in Copacabana, it used to be right beside it. It was called the Balcony. And it was a hot spot. Everybody went to the Balcony. Now the Balcony is somewhat like Mavis, which is down further near Lime. Okay, so you got Lime, Copacabana, and what's the name? Lime, Copacabana, and Ipanema. Jeez, Jesus. Oh, man. I got to go back because I'm forgetting stuff. 20 to 5 in the morning. That's dedication. Absolutely, William Welsh. Shout out to everybody from the UK in the building. But if you cross Toni Braxton with a gremlin, she will still be one of the hottest women in the world. You know something? In the second Gremlin, they got a spoof because the woman Gremlin lived. Not all of them died, if you guys can remember. If you guys saw Gremlins 2, she was the only one that lived. All you got to do is throw some fucking water on her. Feed her after midnight, throw some water on, they're going to turn into gremlins, more gremlins. Yeah, man, yeah, she is gorgeous though, man. And it's just funny, speaking of Brazil, you have girls that look like that. That same fucking color, straight down. And they're fucking muscular, they're athletically beautiful, wholesome, and stacked. It's like you like, dude, what the fuck? You could tell, like, you will never see you walking around somewhere in the States because it's just, you just look too damn exotic, you know. But anyhow, like home wrecking beauty, you know what I mean? Like Sunshine, you know, you guys know Sunshine, you know, Harlem Nights. Hey, put your mom on the phone. Hey, I'm never fucking coming home again. Take it easy. You know, and hang up. That's that type of shit. But but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it looks packed in there, man. But yeah, I ended up actually meeting a girl that I dated for about 4 years. You know, we got engaged like a year after and then, you know, went through a bunch of other shit. But, you know, that was probably at my worst. And I met her because I was sick and she was giving me, you know, honey and tea and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, I know them. Yeah, dude, I lived there for a year, you know, and it was just crazy. And then it's crazy. It's like, it's a difference living there versus going there to, you know, party. And I've been in there like in both times. And it's different. The way of life is cool. It's more simpler than you think it is. Like when partying, it's like cool. It's who you're with along with a lot of other people. You're singing, you're partying, you're drinking. Round one has begun. We got a southpaw versus, you know, Yoshino he's coming out good right hook from Stevenson. And see, since Yoshino is so aggressive, he just ran right into a right hook. Because what happened, Stevenson stepped on the right side of the left foot of Yoshino and just come right over. And he scores good jab. Good jab from Stevenson. Stevenson is so cagey, though. He's so cagey. If his power was massive, he would be probably one of the dangerous fighters around. You know what I mean? He would just be that dude. He would just be that way. Yeah, I see Yoshino. He's too standard. You know, he's too, you know what I mean? Like you can tell it's holes in his defense. He's game, but then it's like, okay, he's not. See, he should be working that jab. But see, a lot of times, orthodox fighters don't like to jab at southpaws because they think the jab is not going to land because that right guard is right there where they want to jab at. So their right guard of a southpaw a lot of times deters guys from jabbing the way they should. But a southpaw knows better. He knows like that doesn't work, you know, because southpaws don't really fight a lot of each other. You know, they're often fighting the opposite stance. So they're able to see the right or the lead or the rear hand, the power hand, coming from the back foot. So since it's coming from the back foot, they can slip, dip, miss, and make them pay. Okay. Good jab from Stevenson. So Yoshino comes in with a 1-2. Stevenson slips it. Good left hook lands from Yoshino. And he's throwing combinations, and he should throw combinations. If he can keep it up, he should throw more combinations. He leads with the right and tries to get in with a combination flurry from Yoshino. Good jab by Stevenson. Stevenson makes him pay. That's how you answer those type of flurries. You pop him with a solid good shot to remind him who's in charge. That's what's happening. That's what happened. Salute to heavyweight counterpunch boxing, Karma boxing, and MMA. Counterpunch to you, brother. Ooh, good rear hook from Stevenson. And he didn't see that at all. He just came with it. He's in position. He had the distance on. Decent round. Stevenson is showing him who's boss. He's showing him who's cagier. He's showing him who's better. Stevenson looks like he hasn't really even broke a sweat. I see stretch marks on Stevenson, and that tells me that he was a lot bigger than he was. Right? Or a lot smaller and got bigger. One of the two. I'm watching UFC and listening to you. Bars! Karma boxing and MMA. Yeah, man. Yeah, Adesanya, he fights tonight, man. I was watching some UFC, and I like and Dana White, man. Say what you want about Dana White, they're clowning us right now because we're not getting fights we need to fucking have. We're getting okay fights. We're getting B- fights. We want to get A+ fights. A+ is passing, but A+ is also winning. Round 2. Yoshino, he landed 6 out of 42. Stevenson landed 12 out of 43. Okay. So now Yoshino, he dipped forward and slipped. The trend is coming, Kurt. Ooh, good straight left from Stevenson. Ooh, good straight right from Yoshino. And look, you could tell he didn't see that coming. And Yoshino has this type of Manny Pacquiao flurry thing going. He responds like bop, 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 and it looks good, but understand, this guy is not. So it's rear to rear, okay? Yoshino would be better if he jabbed more. If he jabbed with, good straight left from Stevenson. Stevenson knows. He knows, look, I know it. I know I can jab, and I know I can catch him. Ooh, good straight left. There's another straight left. Good jab. Stevenson, he doesn't abandon his jab. He knows what's happening. Oh, good straight left. Down goes Yoshino. Those are those sharp punches. Speed. Punches you don't see. And he didn't see it because he was trying to attack. Okay? And that's what happens when your momentum gets stopped. Oh, he gets caught with a double straight left. Stevenson comes in tight. So when Stevenson comes in like this, he's about to unload. He's about to unload, so good jab from Stevenson. Ooh, good straight left from Stevenson. Man, Stevenson's good, bro. He's technically sound. Nice. Good right hand, straight left. Another straight left. And that's off the clinch. And see, I like how fighters, good right from Yoshino. He had a grazing punch. Good left hook from Yoshino. But I like when fighters take the initiative and take ownership of the fight. You don't have to wait for a referee to come and split you guys up. If you guys split up, pop, pop, catch him. You know what I mean? The ref is not there. If the ref is not there, he's allowing you to do your thing. It's still a fight at the end of the day. Okay? It's still a technical, physical interaction. Okay? So, like, hey, let me take ownership. He's close to me. Come over. And that's exactly what Stevenson did. He got the knockdown, but then, good recovery by Yoshino. Good right uppercut, see? And guess what? He misses two, and he takes a straight left. Good defense. Watch this. Straight left, down goes Yoshino. And that's after Yoshino threw a right uppercut. He missed with a left. He missed with a right. He gained composure, went to throw another right. Boom, left hand straight to the face. Down he went. Shakur Stevenson cut man looks like Edward James Olmos. Yeah, that's Stitch. Stitch Duran. He does. Looking like American me. How come I'm getting the pictures in the UK before you, Kurt? Man, I don't know, man. You guys are probably ahead of us. Shit. I get that a lot too. Sometimes I look and I spoil myself. Knockdown, knockout. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit. Somebody saw it before I commentated it. You know what I mean? It kind of cheats my reaction. Sat him right on his back pockets. Absolutely. Ooh, good straight left. And see what Stevenson does. He waits till he makes him miss and makes him pay. Ooh, straight left. Ooh, good right hook. Good left uppercut by Stevenson. Right hook and a left uppercut. Nice. Ooh, overhand left from Stevenson. Good punch variety from Stevenson. Good right to the body. Good right hook from Stevenson. One, two, three, four punch combination. Good catch and shoot. Oh, good straight left and a right hook off the ropes. Good rope-a-dope by Stevenson. Ooh, right hand. Right hook. Overhand left. He slips that. Good left uppercut to the body. The referee warns him for going low. Yoshino wants to mix it up on the inside. Bad idea. Because he doesn't have the punch variety for that. He's more of a straight fighter. Ooh, good straight. Ooh. Oh, overhand left and a right hook. It's going to really test the type of skin that Yoshino has. He keeps getting hit with his leather. Ooh, right hook, straight left hook. Ooh, another left hook. Good defense by Shakur, man. This is a boxer. He's giving him a defensive ass kicking. I love when a guy kicks ass and shows his defense all at the same time. I love it. I absolutely love it. Good right hook from Stevenson. Another right hook. Good left hook from Stevenson. Uppercut. Left uppercut from Stevenson. Good right uppercut from Yoshino. He gets in. He says, hell, I can throw uppercuts too. So he gets with the program. Shakur's cruising to a victory. Yeah, he's beating this kid. Good round. Damn, is it me or Mayhem's getting fat? Come on, Dean Winters. Shakur using his jab as a measuring stick to strike with power after. As a ref, you don't want to stop this too early, but he do not need no more of this. Well, I don't know. Because see, Shakur, I mean, he hits, but then again, let me check myself. Let me check myself. I need to be aware of something, and I want people to be aware of it too. And I have to catch myself because I was going to say this, and I was going to tell. Well, Shakur don't hit that hard. Listen, it's not about how hard you're getting hit. It's about where you're getting hit. It's about how many times you're getting hit. See, a person that hits hard could spare you. See, someone like Wilder, he could catch you with that one shot, hurt you, stop you, drop you, spare you. Well, you got a guy that beats you over and over and over again, round after round after round after round. That guy will be the guy that ends up killing somebody. Why? Because he's giving more damage, more punishment, round after round, accumulation, right? Then someone just catches you with that shot, and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? And they bring you two, but you only took that one blow. That one blow is all you needed. Versus round after round, round 4, round 5, round 6, round 7, and you're taking 20, 30 punches per round, and it goes 12. And then you're like, dude, I don't fucking feel good. I got a headache. You know what I mean? Because your brain's swelling. So they put you into a coma and you never come out and you die. Those type of things happen. So yeah, I had to counterpunch my damn self for about to say something and let that come out of my mouth. Because I know better. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Exactly. I always said I would rather fight Mike Tyson than Muhammad Ali for this reason. Yeah, Muhammad Ali will end up hitting you so many times that he kills you. Roy Jones used to do that. He just hits you so many fucking power shots, you know, and he makes a spectacle of it, you know, and he's hitting you hard, bro. But they're not hard enough to stop you, but they're damaging you. So you need to take that into consideration. So I do understand, and I do take that into consideration. You know, I hate early stoppages, but at the same time, keep in mind, shit, one of these fighters die. First thing you would have said is, damn, I wish I would have stopped the fight. This ain't going 12. I hope not, because, you know, they should know when they get their fighter out of there. See, now, St. Don, you put boom. Now I'm looking for fucking boom. Good straight right from Yoshino. But to be fair, a straight left landed from Shakur Stevenson off the ropes. I love early stoppages if I bet on the winner. That'd be nice. Ooh, wow. Straight left, right hook. He goes down again. That was pretty. That was very pretty. You know, listen. Sorry, Kurt, I'll stop. I know I heard boom. I'm like, uh-oh. I know that means something. Oh, good right hook from Shakur. Straight left from Shakur. Straight jab from Shakur. Left uppercut. Right hook lands. Another left uppercut lands. Shakur's on the prowl. Get him out of here. Get him out of there. Convince that referee to stop. Open up a can of whip ass on this guy so he can go home with his fucking honor. Okay? Instead of a fucking coma. Yeah, Shakur Steve. He bap, 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 bap. Dude, getting it. That's how it's done, son. That's how it's done. I don't know why Eddie Hearn keeps pushing the idea of Joshua fighting Fury. Joshua is not ready mentally. He's not there to give it a break and let his man. I got at Eddie Hearn's ass a couple days ago for doing that. You know, because see, what Eddie will do. Eddie will talk about, oh, well, honestly, he needs this. Now he'll sit there and tell the world or whoever will listen that AJ's not ready and he needs to learn. He needs to gel with his with his coach. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. But as soon as the idea of Tyson Fury saying, yes, oh, well, it's a difficult situation. No, it's not, motherfucker. He ain't ready for no Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, and that, see, look, Tyson is like a lion. He's like a lion in the fucking Serengeti. What do I mean by that? He's like a lion in the Serengeti when he knows that he sees that weak prey, that zebra, the one that got the kind of hurt leg, the one that ain't gonna run as fast. They're gonna point that one out and target that one. That's what Tyson will do. Tyson will look at that shit and says, you know what? Why do you think Tyson wanted to fight Anthony Josh? Because he knew this motherfucker melted down. He broke down, got to crying. Like, we ain't never seen that. When the hell you seen Anthony Joshua crying after a fight? You know what I mean? And you sure haven't seen him cry because he won one. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, damn, what's up with this guy? What's up with this kid? So, yeah. So, Tyson was like, yeah, you want this fight? Let's get him now before, he loses all credibility, So, good right hook from Stevenson. Yeah, this guy ain't got a chance. He's just too straight up and down. Like Floyd Mayweather says, no special effects, straight up and down fighter, no special effects. No disrespect to Yoshino. He's a good fighter, but good right hook. See, I taught Shakur that. Bo Mac taught him the rest, and he's ready for another test. He can't deal with Shakur Stevenson. He's one of the top pedigree. He's one of the top pedigree, and I don't see them doing it over there in Tokyo. Eddie is his manager. AJ not getting any younger, but neither is Fury. But look, you have to have some type of fucking sense. Okay, you can't go. You can't be that dude. Okay, that like only looks at money when you've made millions off a fighter. At some point, you need to understand. Like, no, I need to rebuild my fighter. Okay, let me give you guys an example. That's like Bob Arum telling Manny Pacquiao after he gets knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez, December 8th, 2012, to go right in there and fight fucking Floyd Mayweather. That's stupid. Fury will duck AJ. He's coming off a win no matter how you feel about the win. How do we know AJ isn't the one pushing for all these fights? Quiet SP, that's a good question. Here's the thing. AJ is so success driven that he doesn't understand where he's not able. He might feel he is. That don't mean he is. But there's a lot of fighters like that. Sometimes you got to help fighters from themselves, just like guys getting their ass whooped. You might stop this fight, and everybody goes, the fighter might get pissed. But it's like, dude, we see what these fighters don't. And we also see that Anthony Joshua fighting Tyson Fury now may not be the best idea. It may be a good idea. But then again, it may not fucking be the best idea to do. So, he already said, shout out to Eddie for getting the best possible fights for me. Okay, I get that. But here's the thing. Eddie's doing his job, but Eddie needs to understand where his job and where his morals lie in between his job because of his job. And he knows that Anthony's not ready. But then if you cared for Anthony, you'd be like, look, let's fight Dillian White. Let's see how that fight goes. Or let's fight someone. Gray, what's up, brother? Counterpunch from New Zealand. New Zealand in the building. Dubois will knock Usyk out. Zanu Am. Dubois, I think, has the punching power to knock him out. I don't know if he will. That would be something, though. But, boxing to me, if that shit happened, it would be like watching a fucking series. It'd be watching like Game of Thrones. Because, see, once someone gets popular, they get taken out. You start liking somebody and they die. Like, dude, I like him. He's pretty good. Oh shit. One thing about Dubois is he will let hands go. Yeah, he will. He will let those hands go. But so will Chisora, So you got to ask yourself, is he like a younger Chisora? Better gas tank. Ooh, good left uppercut by Stevenson. Then DDD will wake up. Dubois will get Fury fully exposed by Usyk. Anthony Joshua fell off like Roy Jones. Nah, man, let me tell you something. Roy Jones did it all first. Roy Jones was so good that they had to rob Roy. They had to disqualify Roy for him to get a loss. He was just that good. I mean, and he went all the way up to heavyweight. So, ooh, good left uppercut. They waved it, called it off. That's a good stoppage because, the referee's like, dude, come on, man. You ain't going to win this shit. I'm tired of looking at this shit. And see, a lot of times these refs stop these fights. Let's see. Watch this.
That was a great stoppage. I mean, the punch resistance was definitely dropping. Shakur Stevenson hit him with a jab, Tess. A jab. Yes, and you saw the bubble.
See, and look, it wasn't the best stoppage. However, it was one of those stoppages like I'm about to explain to you guys. Sometimes the referee stops fights due to embarrassment, due to saving face, due to repetition. A lot of times it's not when you're always in trouble. A lot of times you have to show the ref that you're even competitive. If you're not showing you're competitive, it's like, dude. And then see, here's a good thing. Here's a good thing. All right. See, he's getting shot. He's getting hit. Okay, now listen. This fight is good. Why? I respect the decision because, see, the ref didn't do what they did to fucking Derek Chisora over there. Derek Chisora, they fucking took this guy all the way to round 10, and then they stopped it. Like, why would the fuck would you go through that much ass beating damn near to the championship rounds and then stop it? After Tyson has fucked him up, bust him up, boxed him, hit him, did everything else to him he could, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, why are you stopping it now? Traveling up the chain to heavyweight is where Roy went wrong. No, Skrilla 50. That's not where he went wrong. Where he went wrong is going back down, not going up. He was fine. He was fully established. I think he should have stayed at heavyweight. He probably would have had a better chance. Could he have got knocked out up there? Of course he could have. He probably would have had a better chance of getting knocked out. However, when he started losing weight, he started losing water, and he also started losing muscle. That takes a lot out of you, especially you're going down, but your age is going up. Here's the thing. From 20 years old, you're coming out of adolescence to teenage years, then to, young adulthood. Young adulthood when you're an athlete built on what you did in high school. So if you're a football player, you're a martial artist, you're a baseball player, more than likely you're going to be smaller, okay? And when you're 20, based on your activity, that would fluctuate what you do. Now, if you start having babies, that's a totally different thing because your body changes, like chemically. Because a lot of times, because I got bigger. I was like 147 in 1999. And like by the end of 99, I was like 165. By the end of 2000, I was 206. So, you know what I mean? But of course, like I had a young child then because, I was young, dumb, and full of what. Right? So a lot of things happened. But one thing I didn't do, I didn't train like I normally did. So based on how your activity is, your testosterone is right where it needs to be, hopefully. Then once you get like to mid 20s, you start to another change. Then you get to the late 20s. Because when I got 27, I thought I was perfect. I still had my hair, thank God. I was filled in, so I was at least 210. 215, but I was 6'2". So I wasn't this skinny dude like I was younger. I was just like Funfara looking, right? So then comes the 30s. So when the 30s come around, okay, I decided, because then that's when I really started getting into stunts. I started losing a massive amounts of weight. And then, I went from like from 27 to 28, I had gained like 40 pounds. I was this big dude. And then I was working out. So 28, 29 years of age, dude, I worked out and I hit these bars. So I had big, damn near 40-inch chest. I was a big barrel chest guy. My man Kurt, keeping it real always. Absolutely. Absolutely. I got to. And my doctor told me, it was like, look, all right, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to stay off the beers and the wings because your cholesterol is a certain way and you gain so much pounds and your blood pressure. So when these things are all the same, I have to diagnose you hypertension. I'm like, oh, fuck that. Right. So, but yeah, I started losing weight, and like I just started changing, So, but then it's like once you get older, like to mid-30s, and then here's the thing: mid-30s, I had this like really bad breakup. Yeah, probably early than that, and I lost 50 pounds. So now I'm looking more like I was about 205, maybe. I know I was probably like 298. And I was like, dude, you're getting way too small. You're looking fucking small. Like I look taller because I was smaller. Bars. So saying all that to talk about someone that is that's in sports, well, you're gonna naturally get bigger. Roy Jones Jr. did that for years. Once he got to heavyweight, he was at a comfortable age of where he could naturally acclimate to heavyweight. Then when he tried to go down at that age, all those levels that you lose and you're drastically losing weight and cutting weight, that's never good for you. That's not good for any of you. Look at Andy Ruiz. You guys remember when Andy Ruiz, when he got beat by Joshua, when he lost the belts back to Joshua, and then he started to try to lose weight because he was so damn fat. And then he took that whole 2020 off. So from January, he ducked 2 fights with Ortiz and Dillian White. And December, January to December, he lost weight. So that year just went by. He didn't do anything but train, sniff a little coke with Tyson Fury. Don't say my name. Monday. But then like another 6 months goes by in 2021 and he fights Chris Arreola with his newfound body and he takes a shot and the motherfucker can't even take it. That's what happens when you lose weight. You lose weight, you lose water retention, you lose fluids that you need. Okay? You lose muscle. You lose a lot of things that you need that you normally would have. And that all deals with your strength and your ability to resist those type of shots. Okay, so that's what happened, and that's what happened to Roy. When he got in there, he fought Antonio Tarver. He was trying to acclimate down to a weight class that he hasn't been in, let alone weight class, let alone walking around weight. So, I peaked around 30 years old, 100 kilograms of beef. Now I'm 51 and 106 kilograms of bit fat. Damn. Kurt is a thick boy. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I was a skinny ass dude too. That's the trip. Yep, you'll look better, but can't take punishment. Yeah.
I've been waiting for that for a long time. Me and Devin been in the ring with each other for years. I always got the best of Devin.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Shakur Stevenson drops the gauntlet.
Ooh.
Well, there's a lot to be decided.
All eyes on D. All eyes on Devin Haney, guys. Shakur Stevenson, I'm glad I came in at that time. Look, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, that will be a box. That would be like Erislandy Lara fighting Floyd Money Mayweather. It will be a technical fight. They know each other. I've seen those sparring sessions, and they were good. They were competitive. They were very, very, very extreme. Yeah. Yeah, you'll look better. Okay. Haney wins that, I reckon. I don't know if Haney will win that or not. Because see, Haney's been fighting, and then this is what I want to see. I can't wait to see Lomachenko take on Devin Haney. The reason why is because Devin Haney's last 2 fights have been with who? George Kambosos. George Kambosos' claim to fame of beating Tio. Tio's claim to fame is beating Loma. Loma necessarily wasn't the worst fighter. He was a better fighter against Tio. It's just Tio built an edge. He built a lead in that fight due to inactivity from Loma. Loma just wasn't doing enough. People say, oh, Loma would have got knocked out. I don't know if he would have or not. I just know he started late. It wasn't the fact that he was or not the better fighter, or not he wasn't more technically sound. It ain't like Tio beat him on. He didn't check off the list for Loma. What he did to Loma was just outwork him. He stuck to a game plan. He worked the body. He jabbed. He worked the body. He jabbed. You know what I mean? He used what he had. He used his size against Loma. He's a lot bigger than Loma, and he didn't fold. He didn't get intimidated with Loma. So he did his thing. But was he the better guy? Technically, no. I don't think he was. I don't even think he was the better fighter. I think Loma was the better fighter, just didn't do enough of it, therefore he lost. Okay, so now Devin beat him twice. So then who's going to prepare Devin for Loma? George? No, I think not. So it's going to be a very good fight. But he should win because he has age. He has the skills. He, like Stevenson, I'm impressed with Stevenson. He got the stoppage. He got 2 knockdowns. He knocked down Oscar Valdez too. So he has enough pop to make you respect him. But both of those guys, to be fair, they're not known for power punchers. Haney nor Stevenson. So you're just gonna see hopefully you see a fight like this. Hopefully you see Oscar De La Hoya versus Sugar Shane Mosley type of fight. You see them guys just going, like 2 wild-ass young fucking dogs that you got to put a water hose on to keep them away from each other, to keep them from fighting. That's what you want to see. We don't have enough of that these days. The Mickey Wad, Arturo Gotti fights, the Oscar De La Hoya, the Sugar Shane Mosley fights, the Antonio Barrera, the Eric Morales fights. We don't see enough of those fights. The David Tua versus Ika Barabucci fights in the heavyweight division. We don't see enough of those fights. We don't see those people. We see a bunch of shit talking on social media, but we don't see these guys put it all on the ring. Put it, show what their heart's made of. What's inside the ball sack. We don't see that, okay? We don't see that these days. That's the problem. That's the problem. Fun 4. Yeah. Let me check out Showtime, man. Let me check out Showtime. Wrath of the Man. I've been watching Sopranos lately, guys. I've been on a Soprano thing. Yeah. That's what I hate about this era. Yeah, Anthony, it's shitty, isn't it? It's real shitty. Because it's like you don't have enough of what you should have. All these fights, man, you don't see that. I miss shows like Sopranos. Man, shout out to James Gandolfini, man. Let me share something with you guys. I was doing a show. Okay, here we go. Boom. I was doing a show in Baton Rouge, right? And it was crazy. I used to date this girl. Damn, from far. Damn, he's skinny. I don't think I was that skinny, but then again, because I had a bigger head, but I was a small motherfucker. I was little. And I probably thought that I was bigger than I really was, but probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? So I probably did look like that, and people just didn't notice. But anyhow, I dated a chick, beautiful girl, kind of reminded me of Mariah Carey, but I think she had a drinking problem. And then I drank, but then it's like I would binge drink, so I would probably get wasted one day, but then you wouldn't catch me drinking for the next 3 weeks. I was one of those cats because I don't drink like I like to just drink. No, I drank to get fucked up. I was raised in the country. That's what we did. Bonfires and shit like that. On the beach. I miss those shows like Soprano Kurt was looking like Bobby's World. Man, yeah, I was looking fucked up. Yeah. I didn't think so at the time. I thought I was fly. But, you can go back and look at yourself. Just look at yourself. Like, dude, that's me. What the fuck? And actually, you could actually do that. I don't think you can occupy the same time and space at the same time. Time cop body. Yeah, buddy. I love like time movies, Back to the Future, shit like that. But, the End Game was cool too, because they went back in time. So I love any movie that, that deals with time travel. I'm like fixated with time travel. So, yeah, Mendoza, dude, this is a bad, it's like that guy there. You just got to go knock him the fuck out. He's like a daddy long legs. Saying the evolution of yourself is funny and good sometimes. Yeah, it does. Fun 4. Recently stopped boozing 2 weeks on Monday. But anyway, I was in Baton Rouge and it was a trip. And I was talking about, it was something I was talking about. And then the maid mentioned like something that I was like, I was telling the girl that I was dating. And then I was like, yeah, can you like, please tell this chick or whatever. And then, we kept talking and she's like, yeah, she needs AA. And then a lot of times she's in denial and that shit like that, But anyway, because I told her, I'm like, dude, I'll go with you, Could murder a beer. I also stopped smoking the weed. Yeah, Gray, I stopped smoking too. I stopped smoking because I may have a job where they do actually, not stunts or anything like that. But like I do like drive transportation at times. So those transportation, since you're driving other people and you're responsible, they're going to drug test you. So, I don't want to just, take an edible or something and they call you and then you're looking around for urine. That's just, no. I don't have time for that, and I actually like it. I like to play video games, work out, shit like that, but I gave it up, and when I turn in about 4 years, when I turn 45, I will stop drinking. So that's like my goal. Like I'm going to stop drinking unless I go out of the country. You know what I mean? Yeah, Fun 4, that's all he ever does is control the range. He's too tall not to. Because see, if he didn't, somebody would come up and knock his fucking giraffe head off. So he wins by default. But yeah, so that's like drinking would be like, no, I don't do that shit. Like, especially I'm in the States. Only drink when you eat. That's my rule. Bar the odd bender. Yeah, no, because see, then what happens is like, I don't drink to like, now wine is cool. I'll drink wine just to socialize, but I don't even drink wine like that. And like the chick I knew drank wine and then she smoked a lot of weed because she complained about her back or whatever. And I'm like, dude, go to the chiropractor, but she would never go to the chiropractor. So me and this maid or housekeeper or whatever. And so she was talking and she said, can I tell you something? I was like, what's up? She said, I'm going to tell you who had a bad drug problem. Or she didn't say drug problem. She said a bad substance abuse problem. I said, who? She said, James Gandolfini. And I was like, really? James? She's like, yeah. Tony Soprano? She's like, yeah, he had, he had the real bad struggles with that. And see, he had just recently passed. So I was like, wait, he didn't die of an overdose. She said, no, no. He was clean when he died. He just died of a heart attack. So, but he was clean. He was sober. So so he was able to overcome it because he was in her class. He was in her AA class. So, and I was like, oh, wow. And I think we start talking about it because I start talking about a show that I was working on. She was like, you're from LA. And I think she lived in LA. And that's when he used to attend those classes with her because they had this little circle or whatever. So yeah, it was real informative, But then, I think like this. This is how I think. Like, did the heart attack contribute to him not drinking, or ultimately his heart had complications because he used to drink or used to do drugs? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think like that, Yeah, I don't drink on a hungry stomach. Yeah, it's kind of shitty to do that too, because all that shit hitting your liver and your kidneys, But lately I've been chilling, I've just been chilling out. Charlo will, but from 4 down will. Yeah, I mean, Charlo Jermel trips me out. He's like, why don't Crawford go fight one of this that from 4 motherfucker? Why don't he go fight him? I'm busy. Who is he fought anybody? That motherfucker ain't fought no over here. Who is he fought? I'm like, damn. In Italy, they have red wine with dinner and olive. Do they not? Well, you know what? They have that red wine with dinner, but wine is good for your blood flow to your heart, but 1 glass. So it makes you all warm inside. That's when you need to quit, because that is the ultimate health effect to your heart when it comes to red wine. But a lot of people like to overdo it until they're all fucking buzzed or whatever. But you don't supposed to do that. So yeah, it's a big thing. It's a real big thing with that. I get it. How big the glass? I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of iffy, isn't it? But I mean, I like sitting on the beach with like a cold beer. I love that. I stopped smoking cigarettes when I was 27. So I smoked from 15 to 27. And so since 27 now, I've stopped for a very long time. Red wine. 1 glass, all good. 1 bottle, and I get emotional. Yeah. And then that's the thing. Like the chick that I dated, she drank a bottle of fucking wine a day. She's like 5'4". She was probably about 150, 160 at times. And I'm like, I mean, she was a very attractive girl, and then it was just like, dude, you're like getting jacked up. And then like, I don't know, man. Like she lived like an old woman. When I saw the box, the box of wine, the Franzia in the fucking refrigerator, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So what's worse, an alcoholic or a wino? They're both the same, bro. But then, yeah, no, they're not. A wino, I don't know. They're both pretty shitty, because a wino is more like a person that kind of sits around at their house. An alcoholic could be any fucking where. Them motherfuckers could be driving a bus, a plane. You know what I mean? Because some people are functional, driving a taxi or some shit at work, drinking bottles of water with gin in it. You think it's water, but it's actually gin. You see them drink I never forget this. I was working on another show, and it was in New Orleans. New Orleans are full of alcoholics, people, because that's all people. I mean, you could buy alcohol pretty much 24 hours round the clock. And a guy, he was a trumpet player. I'm not going to say any names, but let's call him Steve. Steve, he was just like, he had this, calm, cool, kind of lowered, good right from Mendoza. Keep landing those, but he's taking a lot of punishment like most fighters do, because he has to fight to get on the inside, but he's taking punishment to fucking get there. Now he's taking an elbow to the fucking face, ear. You know, an elbow's cut, bro. Ooh, good right up, good left uppercut from Fun Four. But anyway, Steve, all right. Rene Padilla. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Yeah, Fun Four is getting in his ass. He needs to start fighting. Stop holding and start swinging. Start swinging, bro. But he needs leverage to throw that one good shot to hurt this big, tall bastard. See, his face is red. He looks like a lobster in the face, right? But anyhow, Steve was like, he was sitting there and we were all waiting to get like in wardrobe and shit. And Steve had a bottle of water, but then he was like, he was drinking it like, and I'm like, dude, why are you drinking that water like that? He's like, oh, this gin, baby. This gin, bro. This gin. I had gin in the water bottle. And you know what? Up until that time, this is like fucking, I don't know, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I didn't even know that, you know, people actually did that. Like, that's some old alcoholic shit. You put gin in a water bottle. Like, what the fuck? And then, you know, you could tell by him, like, you know, looking all around and shit. I'm like, yeah, that suspect is, you know what, right? So, yeah, so, you know, so ours now, okay. And I thought to myself, it's called Magic Water. His real name is Mark. I know, right? I can smell gin from a distance. Yeah, it's a trip. Maybe it was vodka. You know, I drank the vodka. I drank the vodka. But then the first thing I thought of, because like, again, like if I drink, I'm drinking to feel a certain way. I'm not just drinking because for me to drink one drink and then like leave it alone, why do that? Why don't you just have a water with lemon if you're not drinking to get drunk? That's my mindset. And I'm like, well, ooh, dude, he took a right uppercut. But I don't like Fun Four because his advantages are too advanced. His advantages are like, he's just too tall, he's too lanky, and I'm waiting for someone to knock him the fuck out. You know what I mean? He's using his advantages, but it's like, I get tired of looking at him beating the shit out of people. It's almost like he's cheating. But yeah, my dad likes Fun Four. And the thing is, it's like, okay, well, I'm thinking like, well, why the fuck would you do that here? Charles Wilson, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Some people drink alcohol with coffee. Terrible mix. Yeah, but then I'm like, well, why would you do that here and we're going to be here like all fucking night? Like, why would you do that now? Why can you do that or reward yourself when you get off? He's doing it, you know, they say that drink after work, then that drink before work, then that drink during work, then that drink instead of work. This guy was in stage 3. And I just knew like, okay, something's wrong with that dude because, dude, you know, you could have waited till you got off and then drank and went to sleep. No, this motherfucker wants to drink at work. You know, I just don't see that, you know. Amaretto in coffee is nice. Yeah, it's too sweet to me. And I used to love like, what is it, Amor? Is it something there, Amor, something like that? It's a liqueur. It's kind of like Di Serrano. I used to love Di Serrano. I used to live in Florida. And we have these grocery stores called Publix. And Publix had these little these fish bottles, these fish bowls of yeah, gin makes you want to sin. Yeah, I know, right? And then they had nothing but champagne bottles, but they had Di Serrano. And they were like 50 cents or $1. Dude, I get like 8 of them and walk out of there, you know? And then what I would do, I would pretty much just kind of, they're so small, I'd be drinking and just chilling, you know? You know, I was a beach bum, dude, like for about a year or two. After I got laid off from my job, my real job, I became like a beach bum. I did a show, and then I would go back to Florida, to Pensacola, and all I would do, I would boogie board, and then I would surf in Pensacola. That's what I would do, dude. And then I would eat double cheeseburgers because I was cheap, you know. It's crazy, man. And then I would do that, man, and I'd go to Panama City, Destin, you know. I would chill out there, man. I had this big, wild, gnarly beard, hair is all curly all over my head, and like I was a big dude too. And they were like, and one thing that kind of let me know, like, dude, you need to lose some weight is when a guy comes in. I think I was in Captain D's, and he comes in. He was a Samoan cat, and he comes in because, you know, I was out in the sun all the time, so I was darker than I am now, obviously. And he's like, "Hey, man, you Samoan?" And I was like, "No, I'm not Samoan, man." He's like, "Oh, man, you look Samoan," because I'm Samoan. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's like, "Hey, man, we roll over here." You know, it was a jiu-jitsu place that he was talking about, you know. And I was thinking, like, damn. And that just get me like, I'm a big motherfucker, you know? And a lot of times you don't notice it. At least you were a beach bum around beautiful women. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay, you know? When I was a builder, we used to drink every lunchtime, then back on the tools. Well, I mean, that's cool. But I mean, you were actually doing something, man. We were on set just sitting around looking crazy. You kind of look Samoan. Yeah, well, that's what he thought. And I was like, damn, I'm a big guy, and I used to eat bad and shit, you know. And then here's the thing. I was around in Florida, I was around a lot of Guamanians from Guam. Hafa day, Hafa, right? You know, Hafa day. And they ate like shit like Kelaguen, Finidini, chicken adobo, you know, which I cook here, you know. My girl here loves that shit. And she always wants me to know like how I cook it. Some Samoan women are intimidating to men. Yeah, and not all Samoan women are fat either. You know, and like my first kid was with an island girl from Guam, and like she looks a lot like me, you know, but then when she was born, like she had this fucking wide pie face like her mom, like everything looked like her. But like Samoan girls are fucking gorgeous, you know, like a lot of them are, you know, they're like, they have these thick legs, they're tall, you know, beautiful skin color. But yeah, they all look like the Jets and shit, even though the Jets are from Tonga. I know. Okay, for anybody, you're Tongan. Right? But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like, I ate like shit. You know what I mean? Hamburgers and shit. That was my friend. You know, like I used to eat like fucking 4 hamburgers a day and shit like that. 2 double cheeseburgers in the morning, and then like 2 at night with a 12-pack of beer. Bronze beauties. Yeah, they're hot, bro. You see some, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? And it's like, used to have a lot in the military too, you know? So Marshall Islands, Tonga, Hawaii, Guam, you know, everywhere from Polynesian to Micronesian. You know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but, you know, New Zealand, you know, you can't miss me, bro. Beauty's everywhere on this globe. You know, a lot of people kind of like, yeah, Fun Forest, like he's beating the shit out of this dude. And this dude had like, it's crazy because he's like, and here's the thing. I wonder if Fun 4 can fight someone his own height. And see, this guy's looking like Eric Lubin. He's all fucked up. He's busted up. He's taking too much punishment because he has to take 3 shots to throw his one. And I mean, these got to be knockout shots he's landing. You know, so it's either, this is what he has to do. Okay, Mendoza either has to get in and get out, right? Or stay in or stay out. Not fucking stay there mid-range and get beat waiting on a good shot to take place. And he's not fast enough to pop, pop, then come out of range and slip and go up under these shots. Okay? Polynesian women are like Amazonians. My wife is nearly 6 foot. Some are. You know, I haven't had the luxury to be with a real tall Polynesian. Brazilians, Dominicans, sure. You know, I dated a Dominican girl. This motherfucker was like right at my height, and she was the most beautiful fucking thing I ever seen in my life. And then, you know, and she was like, yeah, she was a volleyball player. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where you come from? And it was so trippy. It was like when I saw her, and I was like, boom. All these chicks were like, their face, wow. I'm like, move. I need to meet you. Fights like he likes fighting the inside. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna tell you, he's like a big ass Paul Williams, bro. See, but someone like Paul Williams fighting someone like Fonfara, you know, or an Antonio Margarito, that would be a fight you want to see. He needs to fight someone, and see, he's gonna eventually kick enough ass to either those guys are gonna duck him like they do these days, or they're going, or you know, and they're gonna strip him, and he's gonna be fighting little motherfuckers like this all his life. I knew Fonfara would snipe him. Maori women are nice too. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I dated girls from the Marshall Islands, you know, Guam, Philippines. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like in a lot of places, bro. A lot of places. And see, he's trying to hold on to stay in them. See, he's trying to hold on to stay at a certain position, but then he doesn't know how to utilize. See, he's not landing. See, but then here's the thing: that fucking ref should be mindful. See, he's paying too much attention on what the guy's doing and not enough attention on what they're doing. See, he's not a good ref, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Fonfara is doing this fucking Anthony Joshua shit where he's laying his hand to hold Mendoza in a certain position and fucking uppercut him and scrape him with left hooks on the inside. Watch him, you know. And then what he does when the ref gets closer, he then moves that hand and starts throwing uppercuts and then grabs with the other hand, you know. So yeah, like that type of stuff pisses me off. I don't like seeing that. Most importantly, I don't like Somali or beautiful too. Yeah, women are beautiful all over the world, man. But see, but that's what happens though. A lot of times, referees, they start getting their picks and chooses. Good left hook from Mendoza in the left. He needs to start throwing shots, throwing his body into shots, and he's not doing that. He's not doing that at all. What he's doing is he's trying to stay there because he's comfortable, because he feels that he won't get hit enough or hard enough in a right type of way if he stays close. So basically, you don't want to get hit with the fruit from the tree, so you stay up under the tree rather than get hit. You know, that's what's happening with him. But look at his face. Look at Fonfara's face, and then look at Mendoza's face. Mendoza looks jacked up, bro. He looks like a Mexican version of Eric Lubin. See, he gets a right uppercut, but he takes a stronger left uppercut. And that makes him think about coming in. You see that? He just stays out and still gets clubbed. When he's on the outside like that, that man's head should look like Alexander Usyk, like a windshield wiper, windshield wiper, windshield wiper. David versus Jolly Green Giant. Yeah. And see, you see, he's trying to get up under and stay there. But see, he's also catching elbows, shoulders. You got to understand, this is a bony fucking Ethiopian built motherfucker. So he's, his look, those bony shoulders and elbows. Oh, he hurts him. He hurts him. Down goes Fonfara. Yes. Yes. He's out. He's out. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. His ass thought he was Superman. Whoa. Go Mendoza. Damn it, man. I gotta see that. That's the knockout of the night. Damn. Look at the cojones of Mendoza. Look at that face. Look at that dedication. Look at that sacrifice. That's what I'm talking about. David beat Goliath once again. Look, knocked him out cold. Why? Because he thought he could fight like a short man. I got to see that again. Dude, I got to see that. That was boss. He got caught and he knew he had him. Because when he caught him, he stayed up under that tree. Damn, I'm getting hit with this fruit. Damn, was that a coconut? Damn, was that a pineapple? Damn, was that a hard-ass heavy apple? But guess what? I kept staying there till it was nothing left. I know he's crunk, dude. I got to hear this. Mendoza. That's what I'm talking about. And you see, this is what happens. All these guys that could have fought him. See, if Terrence Crawford would have went there and fought him, they'd be like, damn, Terrence did that. But it takes someone with hard grit and a game plan and determination. And he didn't give up. He did not give up. See, this guy thought, oh, I ain't gonna. Look, you're too tall. You're too skinny. You're too lanky. And you're not really tested in that beard category. You're not tested, Anthony Evelyn. That's why you should not gamble on things that you think that are sure things, especially a guy that hasn't been tested. Fonfora was beating dudes. Eric Lubin already, he almost did it, but Eric Lubin had so much accumulation till they were like, dude, no. Because he had dropped Fonfora. So, yeah, he can get hurt. He can get dropped. This time he went out. Check this out. Boom. Watch this. Overhand right. That leg went back. Left hook lands. There he goes. He almost fell on that one. And then boom, boom. Wow. Out. Good night. Lurch. There you go. He didn't even know where he's at. He's looking and he doesn't even know where he's. Look at him. Look. He's done. He didn't even try to get up. He just sit on his ass because he knew, dude, I can't get up. I'm not going to do my tall, long, lanky, giraffe-ass legs like this. I got to see that again. Watch him. Left hook. Bow. Look where his right hand was. No defense. That's damn disrespectful. Oh, look at that right. That shit looked like a hammer fist on his back. Nice. Mendoza, you are one bad mother sucker. I got to see that one more again. Watch this. Look at it. He just threw those shots. He goes over the top. He drops. And then look, he tries to get some get back. Look. Boom. He goes for an uppercut. He goes for a left hook. He comes with that strong right hook. Then another left hook to seal the deal. Down goes Fonfora. That is what they say is that. He's too tall. No. It's not that he's too tall. You can't fight people. All right, you guys were here with me when we saw Big Baby Anderson take on the Gent, Arias. That's why Anderson did not fight him mid-range, because he would have probably ended up just like this gentleman Fonfora. Fonfora has been getting away with that shit too much. He's been throwing uppercuts from positions that he don't think that he can get caught from. That's what happened. He caught him. Dude, nice. There goes the Charlo fight. Well, see, here's the thing. Charlo got zoo problems. Let him fight zoo. There's always somebody else to fight. Nice. Dude. That's big. That's big.
First off, let me thank Showtime, Al Heyman, Luis de Cuba Jr., my whole team for setting this up. But to answer that, it's the same thing. I just always work. You saw me, I started losing a couple rounds.
What?
I
Who'd you come home with?
kept on looking around. A year ago, I was a swing after the
Who took you home?
Carol was supposed to come home with Mama.
Where's she at?
She will go over to Carol's house drinking.
Oh, God.
Can you go pick her up?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm still going live. Come here. All right, fix your face. Say hi.
Hi.
I never quit.
All right.
Just answer that same thing. I just never
He caught him for sure. Legs buckled. There goes Charlo fight. Uncle C, is that you? Nah, I can't trans. So, yeah, man. Look, that was a great fight. Great knockout. Man, great everything. Can we get a toll the day? Can we get a toll? Oh, can we get to this day? Baby girl getting big. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. That's a big difference between when we did that first and the second. To this day. When you was a little girl. Okay. Come say, like Deontay Wilder.
To this day.
Give me a high five. Cool. Damn, he slapped the shit out of me. But anyway, did Kenny Bayless peak as a ref? I don't know if he did. Maybe I think he's. I don't know, man. Maybe he has his picks and chooses. Maybe he has his picks and chooses. Like I don't know, because like sometimes he's on point, then sometimes you're wondering like, what the fuck is he doing? What is he really doing? Like, what is he? You know. What is he doing? Psycho Crusher, thanks for watching these great fights with us. Appreciate you, brother, with that half a... Duh! Appreciate the love, man. Yeah, it was a good time to go live. Man, I'm proud of Mendoza, bro. I'm so proud of him. You know, and a lot of people gave me a lot of shit because I was mad because Eric Lubin... They stopped the fight with Eric Lubin. I'm like this, listen. If you're going to take punishment and you showed improvement and you showed a sway in the fight, why on earth would you stop the fight then? Yes, Eric Lubin's face looked like the Elephant Man, but it been looked like the Elephant Man, but the Elephant Man had a plan, okay? And that Elephant Man that had a plan put that man down because he had a plan. He caught that man, Fonfora, knocked him out. Now they're trying to see Fonfora's first defeat, but he could have got beat that day, but they stopped the fight. Okay? So he jabs. They both jab. He throws a left hook. He totally drops that hand. Bars. Lee W. Bars. Making me want to be a dad now. I know, right? Yeah, man, but it's a trip. It's a trip. It's a trip, man. And it's like, yo, Mendoza, Charlo, Benavidez, what we doing? Dude, I don't know. But see, what's going to happen now, everybody's going to want to fight Fonfora. See, a lot of people avoided him. They didn't want to fight that guy. He didn't want to fight that guy. See that, and that's what people need to understand. They didn't want that smoke. Now, you know, see, fighting guys. See, Lubin was the pioneer. Lubin just took a lot of punishment, but understand, you know, Fonfora just, you know, put it on him thick. You know, now they're signing gloves. He's a star. A star's been born, baby. A star has been born tonight, people. Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand? You know? He says, dude, have a beer with me. I was like, no, man, later. Later, Holmes, I'm gonna have a beer with you later. Just check with me out later. Go to the post press conference. Man, it's cool, brother. Oh, man. Dude, look at that. And Fun 4 was winning 60-54, 60-54, 60-54 on all three judge scorecards, man. That's crazy. I don't know, dog. I'm saying it was a lucky punch. No, it wasn't a lucky punch. I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't lucky. It's like this. That's like Joshua said. It's a punch from the gods. It was a punch from the gods. You know what I mean? Why? Because Funfora dropped his fucking guard. You don't do that. He was taking hella punishment. Yeah, but it paid off. You understand? It paid off. But here's the thing I'll say about Funfora. He's taking it well. He's being good. He's not, I know he's feeling down and out and stuff like that. Now, and here's my thing. I'm glad he got knocked out. But I'm not glad to see him feel bad about it. But what I do learn about fighters that lose is how in their character. And he's showing to have good character. And for that, God bless him. And see, it's like this. I didn't like Oscar De La Hoya until he lost. Because then we knew, humbled, Teddy, humbled. You right, you protect yourself at all times. Yes. But see, understand this. A lot of times someone can get on a train. We got your Dennis Ugas, he's there. So you can get in this groove of winning fights. And then it's like you pick up kind of like, you want to see that guy win because you want to see that guy tested because you want to see who that guy is. Losses define people. Okay. Sometimes those losses shows that those fighters are not really good with adversity at all. A lot of them show that they have a quitting spirit. A lot of times it shows that you have a resilient spirit or, you're able to recover and bounce back. Can you take adversity? Losses mean a lot. Winning is something that you're supposed to do, people. You're supposed to win. As we know, knowing only life, like Han from Enter the Dragon. Right? Like he told Williams before he killed him, But anyway, seriously, that's true. You go, it's natural to win because it's like, hey, all right. That's why it's always cool to let kids win and stuff like that instead of lose because, it's not natural or normal to lose, but it is common to lose in real life, especially when you're in a competitive sport. Okay. So like when you lose, it shows like, hey, you lost. So you're no longer that guy that you're to either spectate or criticize no more. Now you look at him in a different way because now it's like, okay, what does this guy do from here? How does he respond? How does he react? What's his personality truly like that things are not going as planned? Psycho Crusher, thanks for sending another half up. Duh. To me. He said, here's the other half of that duh, just because of the bars. Oh man, appreciate you, brother. But yeah, so Fonfora, I just witnessed from Fonfora, like, yeah, he's like, he took it good. Like, what happened? I didn't see what happened. He looked at the replay. He didn't walk out the fucking ring like a bitch. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people do. You know what I mean? Can't take the loss. Pull an Adrian Broner. Just walk out and, you know what I mean? Don't do that. No, don't take it like a man. Be real. And that's what you see. Fun 4 is another hype job. Fun 4 is a guy that needs to learn his defense as well as his offense. We've seen a ton of offense. He's not a hype job. He's just a guy that needs to understand how he should actually fight. Fight long, fight tall, fight when you need to fight. He was doing that too much. He was dropping them hands, fighting guys shorter than him, giving up his height, and that's what happens. He got hit and good night. Bars! That's what happened. And Mendoza caught him. Mendoza still had enough power. He still had enough energy. And he still kept poised to do exactly what he set out to do. And I know he's hanging with a big heart on right now because he did exactly that. He's ready to go to the roof, through the roof. Just stay away from Kell Brook and Tyson. Monday, Fury. Okay. Kurt, will Charlo duck Tim Tszyu? He shouldn't. I mean, they've already signed the fight. And if that, and here's the thing, just to speculate, if that if that fight, if that whatever risk deal or whatever is not real, something else will happen. So if something else happens with Jermell Charlo when they reschedule, you might have a point. He might be ducking. I respect someone who's humble after a loss. Absolutely. Psycho Crusher. I'm with you. Fun 4, look, I have more respect for him now. I have more respect for this kid now because, like, he took that loss. He took it on the chin. Now it's time to regroup. Now it's time to begin. Bars. You know? A lot of people do that, you know? I'm going to tell you who else did the same shit. Paul Williams. Paul the Punisher Williams used to come in there and punish a lot of people until he got caught. Sergio Martinez in their rematch, okay? Because they gave it to Paul because Paul was the favorite, you know? Paul was knocked out cold by Sergio Martinez. Shout out to Argentina, okay? And his next fight, now get this. This should show you what favoritism looks like. His next fight, he fought a guy that was 16-0 from a second defected Cuban guy at Islandi Lara. That's the first time I've seen a Lara fight when he fought Paul Williams. And Lara, I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Who is this guy? Because like Lara was, you know, stepping back, leaning, using those long arms, coming in, going out, throwing that left, throwing a right hook, jabbing, keeping him there, hitting him, setting him up with that straight left. And he did that so much to the point that we thought that it was going to be stopped around 10 or 11 because Paul Williams was just punchy. And Paul was throwing punches, he was, you know, doing this thing, but he was getting hit clearly and clean with these shots that it was like, yo, is this ref going to stop this or what? But they gave it to Paul Williams, right? And it was so bad that the referees were all suspended indefinitely. Indefinitely. And I'm thinking to myself, like, don't suspend the judges. The judges, you guys know, if this was that bad, make it a no contest and let them fight again or call it a wash. Just like Colbert lost. He lost. Fonfora lost. They all lose, bro. You keep fighting the best, or you keep fighting guys that are hungry, that are determined. This is what's going to happen. Is he just knocked out? Oh, yeah? That's cool. Referee's still suspended. Well, you know what? They, I think one of them are not. I forget what his name was. Just like De La Hoya lost against Whitaker, but got the decision. Well, just like Trinidad lost to De La Hoya, but got the decision. Yeah. And we all know De La Hoya. But see, De La Hoya won that fight just boxing. But De La Hoya forgot, hey, you're in a unification fight, Jack. You're on a Don King half-promoted card with Bob Arum. You think Don King didn't have power in 2000 or 1999? No, sir. Dude, Don King was one of the most powerful promoters around at the time. Okay? All PBC are hype jobs. They lose once they step up. I don't know about that. I just think a lot of these fights would go very differently if these guys all fought each other. See, Tito ain't lose that. I think Tito lost that fight. And you know something that happened when De La Hoya lost that fight? I started liking him because he didn't stop. He fought Mosley. He fought Mosley, and he lost to Mosley. He fought a lot of other fighters. I mean, he still kept doing his thing. Yeah, yeah, rewatch that because he did Trinidad didn't that look, Trinidad wasn't fast enough. Trinidad applied pressure, but the pressure was ineffective aggressiveness. It wasn't effective. Now, oh God. Now he did actually understand this. Trinidad did come on in the later rounds. But Trinidad, I mean, De La Hoya fought scared. He fought scared and he fought like somebody that just wanted to coast. So, like, but understand this was in 1999. So basically, if this would have happened now, this would have been a different type of fight. But, it was a lot on the line. It took him 4 or 5 years to even make that fight with Trinidad and De La Hoya, by the way, because Trinidad was IBF champion for a long time. Mosley whipped it good. Late rounds, what matters with judges. I guess so, obviously. Obviously. So, it is what it is. Fonfora KO was bad. Am I judging too harshly when I say I was never too hot on Fonfora? Well, I didn't like Fonfora, and I didn't like Fonfora. However, I respect Fonfora now. And what he does from now, from me, he's kind of like at a neutral playing field. I didn't like how he would fight like he was short. I always said someone was going to knock him out. I'm glad that happened because, see, at least he gets to learn something. That's the important thing. See, what happens now is don't go back fighting the same way, Mr. Insane. Now you know what not to do. Hey, I can't go in here and fight this dude, like he can't hit me back at a close enough range so he can hit me back. Stupid stuff like that, and that's what happens. It's not how you lose, it's how you bounce back. Psycho Crusher, absolutely. On 4KO was bad, and am I judging too harshly when I say I was never too? Well, I mean, look. Fun 4 got knocked out. That's a KO. That is the KO. In that case, he was the white Mexican gold ticket, so the favoritism was in Oscar's corner, but it is what it is. Why is the PBC so scared of Bud? Just make Bud versus Errol. Because after Errol, there's no one left besides Tank Davis, and Tank Davis is not at welterweight. Welterweight is a Al Heyman run division. But you can't run something forever. That's what these promoters need to understand. You can't run a division forever. You can try, but look what happened. Keith Thurman's not at welterweight no more. Sean Porter's retired. Danny Garcia has left 147. He's at 154. So, there is a lot of fights that should have happened that didn't happen, and we were cheated as fans. However, this is what you look at, right? This is what you look at. When you're looking at promoters, you're looking at what they can control. If they can't control certain things, that's the problem. So I don't think they really look at, hey, what's best for the fans? They don't give a damn about that. They care about what fights that they can make and how they will be appreciated by the fighters that they make them with and by. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas, Manny Pacquiao. You see where I'm going with this? Like, they know, okay, as long as we keep these fights over here, we don't care about what's going on over there. Bud Crawford is a guy that's a threat because he's not on a dive list. He's not in this group of people. He's not a part of the team. He's not a PBC stablemate. He's nothing like that. He's a guy that wants to be great, and he tears down divisions. That mother sucker is a Thanos. You think Al Heyman wants a Thanos? He's Thanos. He don't want a Thanos. You think he wants someone beating people up, taking all his credibility? He already, look what he did to Sean Porter, and he only did that because he knew Sean Porter was about to get out of there. Yeah, he knew that. Okay. Good name you pulled up, Mr. Danny Garcia. What is next for him? He wants to fight old ass Edislande Lara, which is 40 years old this year. Kurt Espinosa literally said, hell, give Canelo everything he wants just to fight on Showtime. Yeah, because they need ratings too. They need ratings, they need money, they know Canelo is that, and they're competing with the Zone. Now the Zone has pay-per-view. The Zone has changed their platform 180, not 360, but 180. So they know now we're still competing with the Zone with pay-per-view. So now Canelo, gets extra money. He looks like he's in a Broner situation. Who? We talking about Danny Garcia? Probably. But Danny though had a lot of potential. He had a lot of potential. But he just came up short. He wasn't as good as those welterweights. He wasn't as good as Sean Porter or Errol Spence or Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? He got beat by those guys. He got beat by a lot of guys, honestly. It's just he got the nod on fighters that weren't up to the standard of promotional value seen by Al Heyman. Okay. Yeah, I like Danny too. Do you know Danny got 6 toes on one foot? Lopez versus Josh Taylor is going to be lit. I look forward to that. I'm glad that fight's happening. I'm glad that fight has been announced. They both come off 2 shit fights. Both skeptical wins. But then they get to redeem themselves by each other, fighting each other. So that's great. Let's see it happen. Premier League are about to negotiate a new platform. If the Zone gets that, then the game really changed and Eddie will be laughing. Edgar Berlanga after the nod and the bite. Eddie Berlanga, now he is on the Zone with Eddie Hearn. Now that may or may not be a good thing. Eddie needs to he needs to tread carefully with Edgar Berlanga, because Edgar Berlanga could very well be another Sebastian Fonfora. Okay? He could end up getting knocked out, and Eddie's like, fucking hell, mate. And then, that's what it is. He has to be careful with Berlanga, because Berlanga showed me that he has a lot of flaws. He's talking about fighting Jaime Munguia. That would be a good fight, and he may beat Munguia, because Munguia is a Mexican fighter to the heart. He's going to fight you, and he's going to fight you in a way. He's going to, because of the way he's fighting you, he's giving you opportunity. He's going to fight you brave. He's not going to fight you cautious or smart or scared or tentative. He's not going to fight you that way. He's going to come right at you to try to knock you or run you over. That's your opportunity to strike. If Edgar Berlanga can handle that pressure, he can knock out the mouth opening, swinging, flies on the tongue, Jaime Munguia. What's your thoughts on YouTubers saying legacy versus pay-per-view? Legacy versus pay-per-view. I never heard that, honestly. Josh needs to step you up to welter. Yeah, Josh Taylor, he does. He does need to step up to welterweight, to be fair. He does. Yeah, because he's a big junior welterweight. He always has been. And I think a lot of reasons he won, because him and Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is a free agent now. Let me tell you guys something. I like these lives because I get to talk about video, stuff and topics that I don't normally make videos about. Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez. I don't make a lot of those because I should, but I don't. And the reasons I don't is because I don't really have the time. I do so many videos that you guys think I do a lot of videos. Because I say, Showbiz told me, dude, you do a lot of videos. Yes, I do a lot of videos, Showbiz the dope. I do. All right, man, look. But I miss more videos. I forget about more videos that I plan to make that I actually do. And by the time I think about making them, it's the news is kind of blew by, you know what I mean? So I try to get those out when I think about it. So like let me do these first because I know these other videos are going to be high volume or high view videos. So they're coming out. But like Regis Prograde, he's a free agent. So he should be picked up by somebody. Um Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor and Teofimo's getting it on. Regis Prograde and Josh Taylor. I think Josh Taylor, I think that was home advantage, home cooking, right? For Josh Taylor, because they're both like, look, Josh Taylor was like this, Regis Prograde was like this. You know what I mean? And they both beat each other up. They had a very good fight, very competitive fight, but Josh got the nod. That could have been either way. To this day, Regis Prograde has one loss. So, saying all that to say this, Regis Prograde, I think, his disadvantage was he wasn't the taller guy. Josh Taylor was bigger, but it was still a very good fight. Yeah, Regis needs to, dude, he needs to get with a major, like the shit he's doing, he needs to get with somebody major. I'm sorry. He needs to get with somebody like Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, somebody. He needs to get with somebody that's going to give him the fights. You know what I mean? So if, let's say, Tio beats Josh Taylor, I would love to see Regis Prograde and Teofimo. That's what I want to see. Those are the type of fights that needs to happen if he's going to stay at junior welter. And, Tio just got there, so he ain't going nowhere. Right? Or Regis Prograde, because you remember for a while, Regis Prograde and Adrian Broner talked to each other a long time, but nothing ever happened. I feel AJ should have been able to get Franklin out of there, especially not let him get in 12 rounds. And I'm tired of hearing about he's proving he's conditioning. Do you think Regis won? I think Regis could have got the nod if it was in a different place. But see, here's the thing. Do I think Regis Prograde beat Josh Taylor? It's hard to say, especially when you have a competitive fight. See, here's the problem. People scream robbery when they necessarily don't need to because it's not there. It's not that's not what you're supposed to be calling. That's not what it is. Shakur looks scary on the eye test. It's not looking good for Haney or Garcia. Look, Shakur's good, very good. And if he can beat Devin Haney, more power to him. Honestly, I think Haney should go to 140 because he's big enough. He's tall enough. You guys remember when Lopez and Haynes, they should fight. Mendoza sparked fun for a bad. What's your thoughts, Kurt? Yeah, I mean, you gotta protect yourself. You have to take into account that this guy is also hitting you back. Boards don't hit back, but people do. And this is very true, sir. Haney looks starved at that weight. He does. He looks like he shouldn't be there. And he's getting older. You can tell he's getting bigger. No, he's looking like Michael Jackson in Thriller. Shakur looked so sharp and contained and still tasted blood. And if he fights Devin Haney at that weight, let's say later this year or next year, he'll probably beat Devin Haney. And then understand they're already competitive. They already know each other. So what will come down to it is how conditioned and how prepared are these fighters that come in. And I think Shakur will be more. I think Shakur will be more conditioned. I think Devin Haney is holding on to that undisputed straps down there just to prove a point. It doesn't look like the weight affected Shakur. No. If anything, it helped Shakur. Shakur was at 130, if you guys can remember. Haney holds way too much. He's a lower weight Vlad. Let's go, Loma. Did you hear that Devin Haney's father said that Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight is more like an exhibition? No, but that's surprising. But then again, no, it ain't. Because you do have, you understand, this is Bill Haney. Bill Haney promotes his son. His son is first. So when you're dealing with like fights like Garcia and Davis, you're going to get that. You're not going to get anything too positive from that. So it's a normal thing to hear negativity coming from the rival side. That's what I'm saying. How do you see Loma versus Haney going? It depends. If Loma comes in at himself, he can beat Haney. He can beat Haney up. He can pressure Haney. He can do what Linares did in spots when Linares fought Haney. But Devin Haney, to be fair, can jab, 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 use that jab, keep Loma back if he can. Because Loma is going to have to get in, score, get out. Okay? So he's going to have to use his defense to get in, use his offense to score, use his defense to get back out. Because, see, Devin Haney is going to start throwing the right hand, and he's going to set that up if Loma gets past that jab. Because you know he's going to try to start and establish that jab early. Once he tries to establish that jab early and it's not working, he's going to start firing right hands. Especially if he starts to get tagged or countered from throwing that jab too much, and that jab is not effective enough. That's what Fonfora gets, brawling and mauling on the inside, not using his height and reach. Just plain stupid. It's just plain common. Efe Ajagba, I can't even remember if he lost his last fight, but what you think is good for him next? I think activity is good for Efe Ajagba. He needs to show us activity. You know why you can't remember if he lost or won? Because you haven't seen him in a long time. That's why. This guy definitely needs to fight more. He needs to fight more. He needs to either get a new trainer, learn how to cut off the ring, learn how to work the body. You know, he has good power, and he won. He only lost once, and that's to Frank Sanchez. And he lost to Frank Sanchez the night Deontay Wilder was knocked out by Tyson Fury, the trilogy. Ajagba versus Anderson would be good. It would be good. That would be a good fight for Anderson to show how good he really is. He says, man, I'm nice. Let's see. Fight your way into form. No, he fought not that long ago. It wasn't a convincing win. Not for Effie. I want to see how it goes. Haney is good from the outside, but Lomachenko has power on the inside. Well, see, Loma's going to have to get in and get out. He's going to have to use his footwork and everything else that he has. Footwork, head movement to get in, score, and then get out without getting caught. Who's Ruiz fighting? Bro, Teddy, that is a very good question. I don't know who Ruiz is fighting. I don't know. It's supposed to have been Wilder, but Wilder is supposed to be in some type of negotiations with Usyk. We don't know. Battle of the big babies, that could happen. I don't think it'll happen now. Haney beats Loma. Take that to the bank. If he beats Loma, credit to him. However, Loma hasn't looked good to me. Haney never hurt a smaller Cambosos. Man, these guys, Ryan Garcia and Fonfora, need to get in a room and watch all Tommy Hearns fights so they can know how the tall man fights. Absolutely. But they're not going to do that. They're too busy trying to showcase their skills and trying to show off. Yeah, Raphael. Akopari. Akopari is the guy that was in the camp of Deontay Wilder. I remember him. Will Tank fight Haney or Loma? I don't know. I mean, it depends on who wins. Hearn was value. Hearn was value for money. Wonder what's going on with him. Okay, we got one last question before I jump off of here. Luis Ortiz retirement home. Okay, this is ending with Luis Ortiz. For one, let's do this. Luis Ortiz is older. He's an older fighter, as we know. We don't know how old he really is, but what do we know about Luis Ortiz? Luis Ortiz is fighting for his family. He doesn't know how to do anything else. His daughter has a condition that requires a lot of medical attention and is very expensive. Therefore, he keeps fighting. So if Al Heyman looked after his fighters the way that people claim he does, he would keep Luis Ortiz fighting to take care of his bills. Or support Luis Ortiz if he retires because he knows he's not competitive enough to fight with these guys. You know, so keep that in mind. He needs, God bless him because he needs money. He needs money. He does need money. He needs money for his girl. He needs money for her treatments. He needs money to live. He has shitty management, I feel. But, he has totally, Luis Ortiz has totally diminished as a fighter over the last year. See, we haven't seen him this year at all, but he's just totally, within last year, he totally just took a nosedive, a nocidive, virgin. Shout out to you. But a nocidive. He pulled a nocidive in punch resistance, in reflexes, in everything. Father time, bro. Father time. Ortiz can't even sell out in Miami. Yeah, it's Cubans everywhere. So, I hope he gets what he needs for his family, but I see him a fighter that shouldn't be thrown in there with guys that can just hurt him or damage him. Because one thing about being older, you recover, it takes you longer to recover. Okay? And the more damage you may have, and I think you don't defend yourself, or you can't defend yourself as good as you being older. So anyway, I hope Luis Ortiz gets what he needs for his family, but he's done as a fighter. Everything else is pretty much gone. He gave us some pretty interesting fights. I think his career was sabotaged by tunnel vision and Deontay Wilder. But anyway, guys, thank you for coming on. God bless all of you. Happy Easter to a lot of you since, it's Sunday. Matter of fact, it's technically Sunday here as well. So you guys enjoy your Passover. Be good. Be nice to one another. And all of you have been counterpunched. Peace.